And that's the concern that I have about tariff policy, about antitrust policy, about a whole bunch of things in the Trump administration, is that it seems like it's far from transparent, that it's very transactional, that if you meet with the president, maybe you get an exemption from tariffs that were hurting you, and then you get an advantage over all the rest of the people in the economy who still have to pay those tariffs. All the other competitors that you have who didn't have that White House access, that didn't flatter him the same way, that didn't buy Trump coin, that whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you have, and I'll say I've had people who I know from DC who work as lobbyists who say, yeah, it is. You get a meeting if you are doing business with Trump and the Trump family in some way, shape, or form. And yes, of course, there's personal connections have always mattered, and the ability to get in the door and get a hearing have always been, it's uneven, right? But it's never been as blatant as this. And
So
what that results, that creates an economy that's kind of a crony economy,
isn't
where
that like corporatism? Like, I know we're not supposed to use the F word, and I'm by that I mean fascism, but like this idea that fascism is, like you're burning, you're gassing 6 million Jews, or it's not fascism. Like Mussolini fascism, doesn't that have a lot of exactly what you're talking about right now,
right,
elements of it?
was so one of the tenets of fascism was a corporatist view of the economy, right? It was they call themselves, it's contentious to say this, but so National Socialism, they called themselves socialists. And what they meant was they were non-Marxist socialists in the sense that they rejected class struggle in favor of sort of a national unity. But they believed that the government should be managing the economy, and that the private sector should be responsive to state direction.
Mm-hmm.
And whether that was the clique in power, or whether that was something that was more just national greatness or whatever,
Okay.
that the state would be picking winners and losers, and if you were on board and in good with the state, then you would profit.